What's this going to be? -17? Yeah, I think that'll do it. Yeah, you gotta watch that Ashaya, man. I was a little bit baffled. That won't work, my guy. Now you're super dead. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. We are running the much requested mono green. I just did a poll. Have you been watching my polls? Did you look at my community page? Everybody said mono green has the best cards. Everybody said Wrenn and Seven, they gotta be the ones, man. You know what? We'll take a look at them. Last season, my mono green was probably the most effective deck that I had. Probably it was my go-to rank up deck. Let's see if we can modify it. Let's see if we can make it better. Let's see if we can tighten up those screws and really, really be aggressive and dangerous with a big Stompy mono green. Just a classic playing mono green. Lucky number 7, because of course we have Wrenn and Seven here. So let's take a look, guys. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's acting up a little bit. All right. Before, of course, we get to the shakedown breakdown for this lovely deck, I need you to do something for me, folks, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Or else, guys, well, the like and subscribe will come and get you. And he is a vicious, terrible werewolf who will maul you with his werewolf claws. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there. You can spam the like and subscribe emote if you want. You can check out our Discord community, where we're always talking all the latest news and decks. We'd love to have you there. And of course, this deck and all the other is available on my AetherHub down in the description below. So, that all being said, what are we looking at here? Blizzard Brawl, guys. I mean, I wish I didn't have to play it in every single deck, but I do. It is one of the best green removal cards we got running. We're going to add some more green removal in here too, because we really do need to kind of clear the way for some of those early and mid-range ones. So let's just keep that. It's the only reason to run snow. It's fantastic. You get 3 snow cards on there, turn 3, +1 indestructible in fights. Just fantastic. Snakeskin Veil, a little bit of removal stopple. Okay, 1/1 counter and hexproof until the end of turn. Very, very useful. It's always going to be coming handy for this one. If you have a big creature out, you have something on the board that you just absolutely need to keep, this is the one to do. Devouring Tendrils. Again, a little bit of more removal. We're going to have big stompy creatures, so it's always going to be useful to do damage based on our top power, because green doesn't really have any like kill cards per se. They have some death touch, but as far as kill cards go, none really. So what we're going to really want to do is do removal and gain a little bit of life. We have Druid Class. I think people are sleeping on Druid Class. I think it's a powerful one, man. Especially if you rank up. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. You pay 3, level up, you can gain additional land in your turn, so that's basically 2 life a turn if you get enough. And of course, when this class becomes level 3, target land you control becomes a creature with haste. This creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. It's still a land, so you can actually make the land come alive and attack you. Fangorn Force style. Outland Liberator. Really like this werewolf. I think this is going to be a great utility card. Being able to destroy, getting a 2/2 creature is nice. Being able to destroy enchantment or artifact at will is also very nice. And then in her werewolf form, she's very powerful. When she attacks, you destroy target artifact and enchantment. That's nightbound though and daybound. So if it is night or day, she'll get more and more depending. You still have that original ability, but she can really rip up some artifacts if she's nightbound. Ranger class, you know it, you love it. Look at that. Will you ever be as cool as that wolf wearing leather armor? I don't think so. 2/2 wolf immediately. Great card already. Play 2 whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature. Fantastic. And then, of course, you get the scouting ability at level 3. When you pay 4, you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. Very, very useful stuff there. Great stuff. Rune of Might. Enchant permanent. Whenever Rune of Might enters the battlefield, draw a card. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets 1/1 and trample. As long as enchanted permanent is an equipment, it has equipped creature gets blah blah blah. We don't have any equipment. However, this is enchant permanent, so I want to tell you something about that. You can play this on lands, okay? And if you didn't realize, we have lands that can come alive, so you can kind of sneak this in on a land, then later bring that land to life and then attack, and suddenly that land has trample, and they're not kind of expecting it. You're kind of sneak trampling in. So 1/1 trample and draw a card for 2. Definitely worth it. One of my favorite runes from Kaldheim. Werewolf pack leader, you know we got to do it. She is so aggressive. 2 mana for 3/3. Oh, talk about mana economy right there. Pack tactics, naturally. When Werewolf pack leader attacks, if you attack with creatures with a greater power of 6 or greater, draw a card. And then, of course, she can become a 5/3 with trample, and she isn't human. Fantastic. Augur of Autumn. Really like this druid. You may look at the top card of your library anytime, so a little bit of scrying, kind of instant scrying. You may play lands from the top of your library. As long as you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may cast creature spells from the tops of your library. So I like combining her with Druid, because what that means is you can play additional lands on each turn, and you can play lands off the top of your library. You could effectively play 2 lands in a row off the top of your library. That's pretty good, guys. And you could potentially play 2 lands off the top of your library, get to a creature, play that creature. You are top decking a lot of stuff if you pull that combo off. That is a very, very good combo. So keep an eye on her. We're probably going to do some more stuff with her in the future. Augur of Autumn. Old Growth Troll. 4/4. Talk about mana economy again. Can't beat it with green. 4/4. Trample for 3 green mana. Solid. And then when he dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield. It's an aura enchanted forest. Enchanted forest has add 2 green, and then later you can play 1, sacrifice this land. It becomes a 4/4 green troll warrior with trample. Fantastic. Really, really good stuff on there. Fantastic ramp, fantastic creature return, and just a lot of bang for your buck on that one. Primal Adversary. Look at this snarly guy here, huh? Look at this guy. 4/3 wolf. He is in your house, man. That is not that you don't want to see that coming up the stairs. When Primal Adversary enters the battlefield, you may pay green and 1 any number of times. When you pay this cost 1 or times, put that many 1/1 counters on Primal Adversary. Then up to that many target lands you control become 3/3 wolf creatures with haste that are still lands. Again, guys, don't forget, sneak that Rune of Might onto that land, and all of a sudden it's a little bit more powerful. It's haste, trample, 4/4 when you hit Primal Adversary. Again, all of the adversaries are a pretty good cycle. We're going to get to a lot of them later, so we're going to see. Master Symmetrist, a Rhino Druid. You don't often see that. Maybe you want to make an Abzan Rhino tribal with Siege Rhino 2s. Who knows? 2 and 2, 2 green and 2, 4/4 reach, which is very useful. Whenever a creature you control with a power equal to its toughness attacks, it gains trample until the end of turn. So anything with even gets trample. Werewolf pack leaders automatically going to get it. Your power and toughness equal to your lands or whatever are going to get it. He is going to give out trample like crazy. You get trample. You get trample. He's the trample Oprah. Ashaya, Soul of the Wild. Very, very useful card. You're going to see some really cool tricks with Ashaya here. Ashaya, Soul of the Wild's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Non-token creatures you control are forest lands in addition to their other type. They're still affected by summoning sickness. Again, that means that you can play more lands a turn and you get 1 life every time a land comes into play. Every creature that you play is a land, so Ashaya is going to pull off some interesting combos here. Unnatural Growth. 4 green and 1. This can only really exist in a mono green or a treasure deck where you have flexibility of mana. Look how big that werewolf is. Unnaturally big. Werewolves are already unnatural, and he's just too big, man. He's just blown up for no reason. I don't think that's just gym muscles. I think that's got to be the juice. At the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control. Again, Master Symmetrist with Unnatural Growth. If you've doubled their power and they have Trample, that's pretty much a lights out for anybody. So keep that one in mind. It's a great enchantment. We're going to have more stuff with that later too. A lot of these cards, this is only going to be their first outing. We're definitely going to revisit them. And then, of course, finishing it off, we have Wrenn and Seven, Legendary Planeswalker Wrenn. There's a lot to go through here. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all of them revealed this way. Put all the land cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest of your graveyard. So he can pull a lot of different land cards out, and then you can play multiple of them, so you can get multiple lands. Put any number of land cards onto the the battlefield tapped. Again, fantastic. Then you create a green Treefolk token with reach, and this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Again, fantastic. And don't forget, if we have Ashaya, all of our creatures count as land. So when we have things that are equal to the land we control, Ashaya means that all the other creatures we have on the board are also lands, which means that the treant that we get, the Treefolk that we get, is even bigger. Fantastic. Then, of course, his -8 is going to be return all permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. Fantastic. So all those things that you put in your library, you can pull back. You're going to be extremely, extremely powerful with this one. Fantastic card here. 2 Lair of the Hydras, 20 snow-covered forests. Make sure they're snow-covered. Lair of the Hydra is definitely going to do work. Mana is a little low for this expensive of a deck, but we're getting a lot of mana cheats in here too. So what we're looking at altogether is 19 creatures. It's really 21 if you count, it's really 22 if you count the wolves that we get from the first drop of Ranger. Kind of all over the place, but warriors, werewolves, wolves, and druids are a big one. 2 instants, 6 sorceries, 9 enchantments, 2 planeswalker, 22 lands, 2.6 average, solidly in mid-range territory, guys. Absolutely solidly in mid-range territory. If we look at it on the other curve here, take a peek. Pretty smooth. 1 is good. 2, we're really starting to get there. 3 is when we can really start making trouble. We only have 1 at 4, and then our big closers are 5. We're not really going to 6, 7, 8 territory. Green can go there, but we're mostly keeping it to 1, 2, 3, and then doing the knockout blows at 5. We have our lovely tree backs on here, and we're just going to get into it, guys. We're just going to mix it up and have some fun with these combos. This is kind of the first outing. Like I said, I'm probably going to revisit a lot of these cards and the main concept of this deck later on. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to keep that up to date with those. Here we go, guys. You know there's an actual D&D source book for Ravnica, right? You can just make a Ravnica game. Like, they sell a Ravnica book. Oh, we're getting some frame rate issues here. All right, there we go. Yeah, Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. You can just get it. So not a bad idea there. That's what you want to do. Okay, a little bit premature on there, but sure, yeah. Elite Spellbinder. What are you going to bind there, Elite Spellbinder? Yeah, the Werewolf. Theros isn't that fun, I don't think. It's not as fun as Ravnica. I love the idea of a entirely city-like plane that's fantasy style, because we see stuff like Coruscant that's sci-fi, but we've never really seen anything that's fantasy style per se. So that's pretty fun right there. I like that. Landon are better than Tabaxi. Yeah, that's true. They're less catty. They're more liony. It's definitely a bigger flex. Oh man, this thing, man. I know this deck. It's just nothing but removal. It's literally all it is. It's the land attack deck. It's all it does is make your land attack. It just wipes and exiles and then land attacks you. I know this one. All our furries, nevertheless. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you could say that. Strixhaven. Oh, who wants to play in Strixhaven, bro? Seriously, man. Who's like, oh, I can't wait to fucking play in fucking Strixhaven? Who is that person? Who is that for? That's what I want to know, man. Who the fuck is that for, man? I gotta know. I gotta know. Who's that for? Man, we'll have trouble sleeping. That is, bro, that's a savage burn right there, man. People have trouble sleeping. Oh man, that is savage, man. That is absolutely fucking savage. Holy shit, man. I'm assuming because the idea behind that is it just fucking makes you fall asleep. Yeah, buddy, I don't care how much you block with, it's gonna go one way. There you go, guy. Sorry about the little mess up early on there, guys. The video kind of went crazy at the beginning of this one, so let's move on to the next one. Yeah, he didn't get what he needed. I know that deck. It's just all it does is exile, remove, wipe, and it kills you with man lands and that parade of mascots or whatever. Anybody remember that movie, Lucky Number 11? I bet you don't. I barely remember it. Limbo team, how you doing? Chris Air Force Ones. Okay, this can work. As much as I used to not like mono green, they've made mono green too much of a force to be reckoned with to ignore. With crap like that, I mean, what are you supposed to do with that, man? You just supposed to not play that? I mean, come on. Chris Air Forces. Okay. And we're out of mana already. So we're going to draw this card here. When you have trample, that doesn't work, bud. You still take the hits. Unnatural into Vorinclex. I mean, you need 11 mana to pull that off for it to hit the haster. But I mean, oh yeah, I guess it's a 5 and then a 6, so yeah, that's pretty good. Let's put a Werewolf Pack Leader out. I dropped the Vorinclex from this deck to get the higher end for Wrenn and Seven and Unnatural Growth. I don't think you can afford stock in the Vorinclex. Glow Cloud. You're talking some old stuff there, man. I don't think any of that's legal anymore. I have Augur of Autumn, and I have Augur of Autumn, and I have Druid Class, which should help. Yeah, that's true. I wish the old Innistrad. My Vampires is in the old Innistrad set, by the way. My Rakdos Vamps. People do sleep on Druid. Especially the combos you can pull off where you can play multiple a turn. Hey, Zyme, how you doing? How you doing, Zyme? I'm gonna take my horse to the old growth troll. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Do. Plum the Forbidden, good one. Okay. Alright, he's just going to take 8 damage and be down to 3 here. Now, he does have Blood on the Snow ready to go, but that really doesn't really matter that much. Here it is. Oh my god, he had Puppet Stitcher. I can't even believe he didn't do Blood on the Snow. Turn 6 Blood on the Snow and Dimir is almost like mandatory. Like, you're not allowed to not do that, I thought. I thought that was the case. Like, you had to do a turn 6 Blood on the Snow. I really got to work on a Puppet Stitcher. He didn't want Unnatural Growth. He didn't want that. He did not want Unnatural Growth. That was going to hurt. I guess I'm not playing enough to maintain my mythic rank. Because, like, I was at 86 and didn't play all day and came back because I was playing Diablo all day when I was also working. In between bouts of working, I was playing Diablo. And I came back and I was like 81. So... That's why, man, it's so hard to get to numbered, man. Like, I'd feel great getting to numbered. I mean, it's a lot of clout, but, you know, top 400, man, you know how much you have to play, and you just have to grind meta, man. And that's just not my style. It's just not what's fun for me. It's not my style. I don't care. Percent mythic is fine. I'm more than happy with that. This is very expensive, so we're going to mull that. Toss Unnatural Growth for right now. Put that down. Basically, yeah. Top 400 is the invitational. So yeah, basically this combo right here is what makes mono green so aggressive. The wham bam. Because that eliminates a creature, do 4 damage. You get a number at 1200, yeah. But to get to the invitational, I think you need something higher than that. Is it 400 or 500 for the invitational? I can't remember. Maybe it is 100. I don't know. On the AetherHub rankings, I think I peaked at 200 something. I was at like 94, and I think I was peaking at like 200 something, which was pretty good. I was pretty happy with that. All right, it's Gerb 96. Just, it's not happening for him tonight. Maybe when I go full time, I'll grind it one. I'd probably do it once and never again. I'm just not that competitive by nature. I'm pretty lazy. All right, what do we got here? Raven Feeblement, very nice. Tanuki, you need to cool it with the Stompy, man. I mean, you need to cool it with the Simic, bro. What, you used to be mono red, bro. Raven just sliding into the chat. Hey. Like we didn't know he's been missing for a freaking 45 minutes. I swear, man, he's an apostate. All he's been doing is filling my chat with pro-Simic propaganda. It's really awful. I mean, if you want to call it that. Simic is only bad because Jay is scared of format staples. I wouldn't necessarily say that's true. I just don't enjoy Simic. Ooh, there's a Prismari. Anyone old enough to remember when instants were called interrupts? You may play the spell as an interrupt. Remember that, guys? Remember when that used to happen? Remember, guys? Remember? Oh, Hot Tracks, don't tell me you're a Zoomer, man. I don't think Galazeth Prismari is a Planeswalker. I believe he's just an Elder Dragon. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's accurate. Counterspell, yep, naturally. I had no removal. I normally keep a whole stock of removal in this bad boy, but he got me with the flyers here. Aggressive early on flyers. And he counterspelled my only reacher that I had adjacent. Good game. Well, so if you look at his card, stop calling it new green, man. It's a little more complicated than that. It's not that simple. You still have to know the right order to play things. So if we look here, if we want to take a look at to see if Prismari is a Planeswalker, so we take a look and we look at his card and it says Legendary Creature Elder Dragon and not Planeswalker. So that's how we know. See, you look at this guy, it says Legendary Planeswalker, and then you look at him and it just says Legendary Creature. So that's how you know. That's how you can tell. I'm just messing with you, Glow Cloud. Just messing with a little Glow Cloud there. No worries. No brains, Xylo Beast. Welcome to the show, man. You just coming in off recommended? You know me from the whatchamacallit. You know me from the old YouTubes there. I didn't even notice you say something earlier, Xylo Beast. Poof, you're here. Yeah, I missed you, my guy. Oh my god, this is a werewolf heavy hand right there. Okay. Wrenn and Seven. I'd love to play Wrenn and Seven one of these days. You know me from the YouTubes. Excellent, man. Good to have you. Ascendant Spirit. Okay. Let's get out. Alright, let's do this. Let's do Werewolf Book Leader. J.M. Barnett. Let's get a little water here real quick. Oh. Let's do this. we go. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. All right. What do we got here? Blue. All blue and nothing happening. I assume he's going to hit the power toughness as soon as he goes in. Nope, he's not going to activate it. He wants to do something else. I guess he wants to do something else here. Going to do that. Counterspell? Nope, that's not it. Activation? Divided by 0. Okay, very nice. Blizzard Brawl. That's the main reason to run snow, unfortunately. That's they box us into a corner there with snowlands, as it were. So let's play Augur of Autumn. Try to draw out a counterspell if we can. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I don't really need her because I have plenty of mana. Pretty much the mana I need. I don't have anything that's cost more than 5. So she's just kind of bonus. So I don't want him hitting my creatures with this, whatchamacallit. Oh, you're 2-3 now? Well, guess what? I'm a 3-3. Tempted by the Auric. Oh, wow. Let's gain a little life there. There we go. He might bounce Ashaya. I don't know. It's rare that you see a mono blue. Frost Augur, okay. Yeah, there's some stuff that you just can't ever get back. Unfortunately, that's the case. So we're going to try to draw a counter out. He didn't go for it, so we're going to try to do this. There it is. Okay. We run Delver now. Whoop, there it is. Indeed, whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is, indeed, good sir. Alright, so he's got a little bit of a phalanx he can attack me with. I've got a lot he's got to chew through, and I have the ability to hit with trample. So I don't think he's really in pole position here. I don't really think he's doing well. Especially if he's still mana digging for life. I think he just wants the life. I don't think he cares about the card. Now, he can evolve Ascendant Spirit, which is a good card, by the way. People sleep on Ascendant Spirit. He's probably got another counter in his hand, which makes me kind of want to draw him out a little bit more. We're going to activate that ability. And then we're going to cast Druid Class. Yeah. See that big delay there, guys? Did you see that big delay where the card didn't go smoothly down? That tells me you have an instant or sorcery in your hand. Don't do that. Yeah, the Innistrad playmat, very Halloween themed, man. Very, very cool. Have you seen the J Villain playmats? Those exist too. I'll take 3, thank you. Alarune's Epiphany, there it is, guys. Alarune's Epiphany. Don't leave home without it. You can click on it. I don't think it does anything. They hit me with another Tempted by the Auric. He's going to swing in. No blocks. He wants me to block Ascendant and then hit the Ascendancy on Ascendant. Okay, Environmental Sciences. He's going to take some life there. He's going to put another Ascendant Spirit down. So we're going to put out Ashaya, Soul of the Wild. There we go. And then, of course, we do next. No attacks. End turn. I think this does have some clicks. I think it does have some clicks. So he's probably going to come in the air here. He's probably going to... Nope, that was the wrong one. Going to do 8, 9, 10? Yeah, that is the right one. 2 Tempted by the Oryx. Got 2 guys away from me there. Man, I'll tell you what. Alarune's Epiphany doing work out here, man. Alarune's Epiphany doing work. I mean, that's what wins the game for everybody. You just Alarune's your way out of it. Any problem you have, just Alarune your way out of it, man. I think the problem is we need a little bit more tendrils. I don't think we have enough removal. I think the board is getting way too big. I think probably 1 less Druid Class. And I think probably 1 less Master Symmetrist. And I need a little bit more removal to round it out. I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's every game I play. They're always going to draw the clutch card. All right, guys, let's finish strong here. I don't know why having non-clickable maps is somehow mobile friendly. You can still tap on it for mobile. I mean, phones are only getting bigger, so people like, oh, I'm playing it on iPhone 6. I can't see anything. Like, bro, I mean, you can get an 8 or a 10 nowadays for pretty good. Like, it's not that bad to get a 10 or an 8 or something. Like, 10 is not that expensive anymore, especially with 3 coming out. Like, say, oh, we don't want people to miss out on their graphical fidelity and all that. Not really an issue. Yeah. I think my sister-in-law was the only person I ever met still rocking like a 6 a year ago. And she would not give it up. The screen, you could barely see the screen. I mean, it was burnt out. It was really ridiculous. But hey, she liked it. She liked it. I have an S10 Plus, and that thing looks like it just came out of the box. I am so careful and delicate with my phones, to a ridiculous degree. Like, I am so careful with my phones. I am just not that guy that does that. I am very, very careful with my phones. I am not reckless. I don't spill stuff on them. I've probably dropped it twice. Once when I not really fell, but just tripped going up the stairs, and you traded a 9 for Ultra Note 10. Nothing impressed. If I'm gonna get a new phone, I probably want to get a whatchamacallit, a fold. Yeah, Land and War Leader's kind of a son of a bitch. I mean, what can you do? Look at this. I mean, until I life gain him to death, he's gonna life gain me to death. Look at that. That. Look at that. A21. I've never even heard of an A21. See, I told you, removal's the key here, guys. I kind of like the Razor, man. Back in the days, I'm an old guy. I'm very, very old. I had a Razor. So I kind of like the flip Razor. I also like the Fold. Not the Fold Z, but the other one, the big Fold. I might get one of those eventually. I don't know if I'll ever actually get one. I'm not going to get one at release. I rarely ever buy anything at release. I think it's a waste of money, but... Alright, what's he going to hit? A big wipe? Yep, there you go. I rarely ever buy anything at release, just for that specific reason. I don't ever. It's always overpriced. Samsung's been getting a little bit sketchy. Samsung's getting a little sketchy with their ads. I mean, I'm paying you $1,000 for a phone. I don't never have FOMO. I am very, very delicate when it comes to buying stuff. I never have FOMO. There we go. Fear of missing out. Hey, look, Vanquish the Horde. Look at that. Good job, man. As if they didn't have enough board wipes yet. blocks. I'll take it. I mean, board wipe twice, guys. I mean, I don't know what you want from me here. Don't know what you want from me here, guys. No attacks, and that's a loss right there. Wow, I'm getting my ass kicked right now with this green deck, bros. What's the big deal? Why am I getting my ass kicked with the green deck, guys? Is it just when I get on stream? Is that what happens? I just get my ass kicked on stream? I did get wiped twice in a row. I mean, that doesn't help. Oh, Primetime's keyboard does work, man. Never heard that percentage, bro. There we go. Human, probably human white. Yeah, I would guess human white. I had no creatures in this one. I don't know why I agreed to that. I don't know why I agreed to this deck, this hand. I had no fucking creatures in it. No fucking creatures in it. I don't know why the fuck I didn't fucking do something with it. I don't know. I'm not paying attention, I guess. Clarion Call. Man, I don't have enough creatures in it. I see, I had one very similar to this, and it performed much better. So I don't know what the deal is. What's the deal? Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna do that. Enters tapped. Okay. Yeah, I mean, untapped is good. The thing about AetherHub is they're giving me creator support, so I get premium for free. And, you know, they give me content creator status, too, for them, because I reached their threshold. So I do really like them. I did use them coming up. I was very hesitant to use a plugin, but they turned out to be a very good plugin. So let's see here. At the beginning of your upkeep, vigilance ward. What is the ward cost? The ward cost is 1. Target creature I control, target creature they control. Yes. Ward 1, play, pay. There you go. Yep. And then, of course, we do Blizzard Brawl. For you. There you go. There you go. And then we do next, and then we do nothing. Windows text increaser. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the deal is. I think that they really should just put in an option for a large text. I mean, that's a bit silly just to tell people, oh, just fix it a different way. So let's do this. Delver of Secrets, I have not used it very much. I honestly don't know much about it. Let me look it up and refresh my memory. You know, I did not pay attention to too much that wasn't zombies. Oh, that's the one that pulls cards out of the graveyard. Yeah. No attacks. Teleportation circle. Look at that. Yeah, it's a good one for Izzet. I'm probably gonna work on one for Izzet for that one. I like Delver of Secrets. Moonblessed Cleric, so he's gonna bring Moonblessed Cleric in and out again. All right, there he goes. He's gonna search for a freaking thing. Okay, we're gonna do that. Considering add it to my zombie list to test, yeah, that would be good. Oh, okay, that's what he's gonna do. Can't attack, buddy. Cannot attack. Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it, guys. He did it. He did it, guys. Okay, he's gonna look for another one. Alright. So there's Werewolf Pack Leader. Let's do this. Let's do that. He's just going to keep looking for creatures. End turn. Okay. Can vampire... Hey, what's up, Prime MTG? Can vampires be tier 1? No, I don't think they can. I think next season, probably. Right now, you got to mix them with something to get them there. In my opinion. You got to mix them with something to get to Prime. Welcome, Prime MPG. Welcome. Yeah, probably not until Vampire Wedding was my thoughts exactly. Okay, so we're going to play a Vampire Pack Leader. We're going to play this guy. Whenever land enters the battlefield. Okay, and then of course we are going to we're going to attack with Ashaya Soul in the Wild. There we go. There we go. Really could use that. Any kind of something. Master Symmetrist, that would be great. Rune of Might, that would be great. Anything that's a trampler would be really fancy here. No, if I remember correctly, Ixalan does not feature white vampires. Now, Sorin has been known to mix white. We're going to have to see. He's generally on another plane when he mixes white in. On his home plane, he's generally all black. Destroy all target non-land permanents. He's going to pay the student cost. Okay, very cool. Destroy all non-land permanents. Okay. Choose 2 non-land permanents to return to your hand. Wait, what? Pass. Okay, so he's just going to let me hit him for 1,000? Okay. So we're going to swing in for, let's see here. What's this going to be? -17? Yeah, I think that'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, you got to watch that Ashaya, man. I was a little bit baffled. That won't work, my guy. Now you're super dead. They're lands. They were lands, guys. They were lands all along. Oh my god. How bad do you think his stomach dropped when he realized that? Now that's the deadest guy right there. I could have made it worse for him, but I wanted to get the hit off before he scooped. I think he was still trying to figure out what the hell went wrong there. So I was actually not going to include that in the video because it was just kind of a long, mundane game that wasn't really going anywhere. But that finale, man, is too good to leave out now. So I might have to cut another game to just fit that one in. Woof. Yikes. He didn't salt rub the clock out. I think he was still reeling for what he was still trying to understand what happened, man. It was like, you know, when like Superman shows up and the bad guys always shoot him and they look at their gun and then they throw the gun at Superman like that's going to do anything. Like you can't even think correctly as to why that didn't work. He just was like, ugh, why? And he just got super dead. So we're gonna leave it right there. Of course, the word of the day is going to be massive because that was a big hit. We've had some success with this deck. I think it could use a little bit more fine tuning. I think that's going to be a fun one. I think this is a fun one. Unfortunately, we didn't get to really play with Wrenn and Seven. He never popped. I guess I'll have to shove more of him in the deck. Sadly enough. So until next time, guys, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Adios, everybody. Goodbye.